Well, welcome people, it's Richie from Driftomaniacs here, and this is my hotly anticipated Arrma Nero 6S BLX review and unboxing. Any comments or questions about this car, please do ask away and I'll do my best to answer them. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and by all means subscribe. So what is there to love about this truck? Yeah, it's four-wheel drive and it's brushless, does 60 miles an hour. Arguably there are other trucks on the market that can do the same thing. So why is this thing being one of the hottest talked about RC cars launches this year? Well, it's this thing, the diff brain. Unlike other RC cars, four-wheel drive, it comes with a front, center and rear diff. All of these fully adjustable from the transmitter. It has 4 different modes that you can pre-select: blast mode, or beast mode as a lot of people are calling it, and it is a beast, I'll tell you that, where all 3 diffs are unlocked; wheelie mode, where just the center diff is unlocked, the center diff is locked, front and rear diffs unlocked, enabling you to hold a wheelie for a good length of time, so we'll test that one as well. Drift mode, that's the one I'm really looking forward to, because I love sliding RC buggies. Center and rear diff locked. Climb mode, all 3 diffs locked. Got a dry riverbed that I'm going to test this on, so that should be good fun. Says it does 60 miles an hour out the box. Well, I've got an RC GPS, so we'll put that one to the test in a future video. States it's ready to run. My gripe with this, no. It doesn't come with batteries, doesn't come with a charger. People, not Arrma, aren't just guilty of this. Other people, stop putting ready to run on the box when you don't put any batteries or a charger in. It does come with a waterproof ESC and a waterproof servo. All the gears on the diffs are steel, and you get 6 aluminium slided drive shafts and steel CVDs. This truck has got a lot going for it. I'm guessing we should be comparable in size to a Traxxas Revo 3.3. Let's get the box open and see. Okay, well, I always like to tell it how it is here on Driftomaniacs. As I say, I buy all my stuff. I don't get people sending me stuff as yet. One day they'll make them true, but who knows. In this case, I bought these batteries to go with the car because it requires an XT90 plug. My older Arrma Fazon had Dean's connector, so I assumed I could use my 3S batteries times 2 on that. Not the case. Needed to buy new batteries. Don't really want to faff around with an adapter, particularly given that obviously high current this is done. So this is something you need to bear in mind. Budget about $130, $140 for a set of batteries on top of the car. Okay, probably the largest unboxing I have done since I did an X-Max unboxing a couple of months back. Okay, so what have we got inside our box? Well, my first thoughts are this thing is equally the size of a Traxxas Revo 3.3 or thereabouts. We've got a big bag full of goodies here, so I'm just going to set that to the side for a minute. Okay. This is going to require a bit of two-handed work, so I'm going to have to turn the camera off. Okay, to anybody that's had a Revo 3.3 before, the gas-powered Traxxas one, this thing is kind of similar in size and shape and things, but the whole thing looks far meaner, far squatter, like so much more ready to go. To the side here, we have the transmitter, which I'm just going to have to clip these cable ties and get away in there. So just going to unpeel this bodywork and let's see what we've got in here. First impressions, this thing looks absolutely great. Well, I've unboxed the tactic transmitter it comes with. It takes 4 AA batteries in the base. Again, these aren't included in there. Overall, the thing has a good sturdy feel to it, like a medium weight. It's not too heavy, it's not too lightweight either. 2 buttons on here, not a clue what they do at the minute. We have our steering trim, our throttle trim, and our steering rate control on here. On the back we've got the power on off, throttle reversible, steering reversible from there. However, this little dial here is the one that controls all the goodies. On here you can see you've got the 4 different modes, and you can see there all 4 diffs locked, etc. on here, and you can just change between the 4 modes: beast mode, drift mode, climb mode, etc. just by turning this dial on the transmitter. How simple is that? So overall, this is kind of controls the heart of the system, but let's have a look at the car and see where the true heart lies. Initial standout feature on the car, the body pin clip here. Simply something stuck to the top there, so when you pull the body pin out, it doesn't drop to the floor, just stays stuck to the body. Here. It ain't no lightweight for sure. However, with the fully inboard suspension, let's just do a quick drop test on here. Doesn't touch the floor whatsoever. It is no lightweight. Even compared to, say, a Revo 3.3 by Traxxas, this thing is a heavyweight. Very, very similar style. So removing the body, what do we see? Wow. How sexy is this in terms of RC cars? Simply awesome exoskeleton. Well, my initial thoughts are this thing is going to give Traxxas a run for its money with the e-Revo. You've got the fully inboard suspension, front and back. Here, that centre diff going just as I'm moving it forwards and backwards. It's not a problem, it's just the way Arrmas seem to be built. So what have we got in terms of suspension travel? Oh, that's big boy Revo 3.3 territory there. That really is. And just check out the thickness and diameter of everything here at the rear, from the shafts through to the upper mounts here on there. Okay, we've got a piece of paper there which I just have to read in a second before putting any batteries in. Overall, initial thoughts, very, very impressive. From the front to the back, this thing screams quality. Let's hope you're going to be as good impressed. Well, I just put the car up on the side here so you can get a bit of a closer look at it. Both your battery connectors coming out here. The wires from the battery compartment are going to feed out here. Your inboard suspension here and here. Your ESC and receiver is tucked away under here. A lot of this you can't really see compared to certainly to some of the other Arrma cars. There's not so much to see. The whole thing is very much guarded by this exoskeleton. You've got the motor down in here. Just going to flip this over. Okay, just flipping the car over. The optional black plastic part that came in the bag of bits with it is actually an additional skid plate to go on over here. If you remove all of this, you can get easy access to the motor and the pinion gear. So if you need to change things over, you just need to do it the once and set it there. Then you can remove the whole motor assembly, as I understand it, whenever you want without affecting anything. You don't have to reset the pinion gear spacing each time. If you know RC cars, you may know what that means or not. But anyway, that does simplify life, trust me on that fact. Okay, you can see better indication of the suspension down in there with the pillow ball set. Okay, well, moving around the car, you've got these impact bumpers front and rear. You've got your universal drive shaft down in there. Can't see or show you very much of the diff at all. Everything is very much enclosed. Can't even show you any of the servos there of how the USB brain, diff brain rather, operates. Hopefully you can get a good idea of how well engineered the car is with these super steel drive shafts throughout. And you've got this red exoskeleton that actually continues down. You can see in there beyond that plastic. So ESC and a receiver sat up there on the top. In general, loving the looks of the wheels. You're getting these super chunky wide monster truck wheels on here. They do feel far, far better in quality. I'm thinking far thicker than the ones in my Typhon. The ones in my Typhon just shredded themselves. These do feel a lot better built. You need the 17mm key to get these the wheel nuts undone with. Truck does come with one this time. My Typhon actually didn't. Well, moving around here at the front, we're just as well engineered. See, you've got another impact bumper at the front here. You've got the exoskeleton going over the top. Again, inboard suspension in there. Quick demo of the inboard suspension there. Working with the cam arms moving in and out. And the same here at the rear. Suspension travel, simply awesome. Looks like it could jump over a house. So what do we get for our $799 here? Well, we get the car itself. get this gorgeous body shell, we get our transmitter, get this optional skid plate which I'm going to fit in just a minute, our battery spacers, extra battery connectors in case you want to make up your own adapters. In this pack here we've got the additional damper settings on there that you can refit into the dampers. We've got a mini toolkit here, the all important 17 tooth pinion. If you want to go 60 miles an hour, for once Arrma have included the pinion to do so in the box. Maximum performance here, 60 mile per hour plus on the 17 tooth pinion. On my Typhon they stated it at 60 mile an hour plus, didn't include the top rated pinion to do that. This time they do. So what else have we got in here? We've got our, I'm guessing, fully comprehensive instruction manual. The one thing Arrma do very well is the instruction manuals, and this looks second to none, explaining everything in numerous different languages, half of which I can't speak. Anyway, so that is what we get for our money. Okay, now they've put this in the bottom here, so you would either have to be blind or stupid to not notice this. 35C pack recommended or above. Less than 35C will cause damage to the LiPo. You have been warned. Do not go back to Arrma and say, oh, my batteries are failing. If they are like 25 packs or something like that, you need 35C or above. Don't say they didn't warn you, I didn't warn you. Well, to get these battery trays opened on the underside of the car, simply press this button, flip open, and there we've got our battery tray space. Okay, just taking a minute to take a breath here. This whole thing is like so different to my Arrma Typhon, it is untrue. I thought the Arrma Typhon quality was good. This thing is a different level. Everything's so much beefier, so much stronger. Guess with all this power that's going to be needed, but just to highlight, you're buying a completely different beast here than to any other Arrma product. So we're going to get the batteries and see how they fit. Well, in terms of fitting the battery, you've got this big foam spacer at the back there, little hole in the front, or rather large hole in the front to fit the lead through. So simply going to drop them down and push them in. Relatively easy job fitting them in. They've got foam extender pads in there to cope with your battery at different sizes. If you've had something that was longer, might be a different issue, but there we go. We are pretty much set and ready. The thing I would say before I get powered up and get set off to go is these tires look fantastic. They look way better quality than anything Arrma has put together so far. The ones on my Typhon actually peel themselves off the rim on the 6 run out. Thanks for that, Arrma. But anyway, onwards and upwards. These look much better, although we're obviously going to be deploying quite a lot of power through this setup. Looks seriously set up and ready to go. Well, first things first, having plugged the XT90 connectors in, they snap home just brilliantly. No faffing around, squeezing hard like the Dean's connector. These things, loving them so far. So we're all powered up, and our receiver on off switch down here, so I'm going to take it outside and get the body on. Yeah. Shot of a lifetime. Shot of a lifetime. It's rarely I go back on a car and say this thing scares me. This thing scary fast. You're gonna need to watch this. Severe leg injury? Oh, I think so. Just couldn't move out of the way fast enough for this thing. It brakes very well, admittedly. It was my error, my injury, my error. It's just phenomenal. This car is absolutely phenomenal. Sell your kids, buy one. Buy an Arrma Nero right now. You will love this thing. It just rocks. It looks absolutely fantastic. It weighs a small ton with the batteries in, but drops down like that. The inboard suspension, absolutely phenomenal. By the way, this car was supplied, or bought rather, from F&M Hobbies in Flanders, New Jersey. You want one? Buy it from there. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this Arrma Nero review and unboxing. If you did and you'd like to buy a car like this, then please contact F&M Hobby Centre in Flanders, New Jersey. And by all means, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.